Well, hello students. This is Professor Shalomo Levy, and it is my privilege to be working with you this semester in our online course on the American Civil War. I hope you're enjoying the course so far, and I'm recording this video to continue the kind of personal rapport that I established with my first video, introducing you to the course. And by this point, I'm getting a sense of who you are, having read all of your autobiographies during the first week, and having read and graded all of your assignments up until this point. With that, let me say that you appear to be a very intelligent group of people, a lot of diverse backgrounds and experiences, and your discussion entries show that many of you are taking the readings very seriously, thinking profoundly about the topics, and writing very thoughtful responses to the questions each week. So with that, I'm very optimistic about some good results on this first exam. But in a class setting, students would have questions about the structure and nature of the exam, and I would explain these things to them in class. So that's what I'm going to try to do in this video. First of all, let me say, especially with an online course, that the course is based very heavily on the assigned reading. So of course, we're reading James McPherson's famous and excellent study, Ordeal by Fire, which is based on his larger book, Battle Cry Freedom. But this is not a textbook. It is an actual scholarly book on the Civil War with the footnotes, as historians use, in the bibliography. And so it explains each step in the process in great detail. So by this point, you should have read chapters 1 through 7 of the text, and the questions are going to be based on things covered in those chapters, as well as any of my lectures, discussions, and notes, the historical documents that I may have assigned from week to week in your Blackboard shell, but mostly on the assigned readings. Now with that, it is not going to be on minutia or details. Focusing on big things just to see if you've been doing the reading and if you've understood the main concepts. Those concepts include the economic, the social, and political causes of the American Civil War. That is, at this point, the fighting hasn't actually begun between the North and the South. So this exam, number one, focuses on, do you understand the causes of the Civil War? Particularly from an economic view, social view in terms of the development of racial ideology, the politics of the mid-19th century that led to this cataclysm that we call the Civil War. So it really focuses on causes. Other events that are prominent in this first exam is the Mexican-American War as a precursor to the Civil War itself. So my discussion question is also a good guide to the kind of essays you might expect. But last week we looked a lot at how the Mexican-American War in some ways helped shape or bring on the Civil War itself. So you'll see some questions on that and that connection. In terms of the structure, you can expect about 25 multiple choice questions of different types. That is, multiple choice, true and false, or matching questions. And this is just about the key events, facts, and people that we've covered in the course so far. And then you should expect about 2 essays. The essays allow you to expand rather than just saying A, B, C, or D, to actually give an opinion or to explain in greater depth the issues that we've covered. And one of those essays will deal with the ideological and cultural underpinnings of America that led to the Civil War. The other essay will deal with more industrial and economic issues. So hopefully in the essay you could expand and elaborate and explain in ways that you can't really do with multiple choice. So, but there's a little bit of both, about 25 multiple choice questions and about 2 essays. You'll have 2 hours to take the exam, so you want to pace yourself. I would probably do the essays first so that you don't have to write under time pressure, but then you could do the multiple choice in any order that you want. those are the main things to be prepared for this exam. It is given in Blackboard. You are under the honor code while you're taking it. That is, you're not permitted to use any books, any notes, or any websites during the exam. That would be considered cheating, and there are severe penalties for that. But most importantly, we are under the honor system and what we're trying to do. And I encourage my online students in particular to remember that you are entitled to use my office hours, so that you can come here and meet with me. I have 3 hours a week reserved just to talk to students about my courses. And so even though you're studying online, you can come and we could talk about the book, we could talk about McPherson, I can explain anything that needs greater explanation, and we can meet on the times listed on my syllabus. So you don't need an appointment usually. You could just come right in and we could talk. If my office hours aren't convenient for you, then we can make special appointments, or you could also use the Northampton Community College Learning Center. They have some very good tutors in there who could help you in most subject areas. So look forward to some good results, and I wish you the best of luck and a good start to this first exam. Take care and be well.